In the corner of East Africa, there lies a country with its own government, its own military, its own currency, and its own flag. Yet, it doesn't exist. In today's story, we'll be taking a look at that country, which is Somaliland. A country which declares independence 30 years ago and still awaits the world recognition. In order to understand this story of Somaliland, we go back to the days of the colonialism. In the late 19th century, the British colonized the northern Somalia, calling it the British Somaliland Protectorate. In the south, the Italian colonized what became the Italian Somaliland. In 1960, both colonies gained their independence. The British Somaliland first on June 26, which became an independent state for only 5 days. Then voluntarily joined Italian Somaliland to form a Republic of Somalia. But however, from the start, the union was troubled. People in the north, the modern-day Somaliland, felt marginalized, oppressed, and excluded from every activity of the Somalia. Under the dictator Siad Barre, the Somali state grew increasingly brutal, especially toward the Isaac clan, the majority of them in Somaliland. In the late 1980s, tens of thousands were killed in bombing and massacre. Entire cities like Agiza were destroyed. In 1981, after Barrier fall, the entire nation of Somalia collapsed into a civil war. Somaliland declared independence, reclaiming its sovereignty from 1960, while the rest of Somalia descended into chaos, warlord, piracy, and terror. Somaliland became the work of painful rebuilding its nation. With no international recognition, no foreign aid, and no support from the UN and African Union, Somaliland did what few thought possible and many thought impossible. It created a constitution adopted by a referendum in 2001. It held democratic elections, peaceful transition of power. It created its police and military under the civilian control. It created its own currency, the Somalian shillings. It has its own border, its ID card, and a central bank of Somaliland. A nation that collects tax just like every other. Its capital, Hargeisa, became a hub of commerce, education, and innovation. It is now one of the safest cities in East Africa. Here is the twist. No country in the world has officially recognized Somaliland. Why? The African Union feared that recognizing the breakaway region will encourage more separatists.